everyone, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello, it's Sunday morning and what a lovely day it is outside if you fancy having a trip to the seaside, going down to the shops, or even like I've just done, take Max for a lovely walk and watch the boats along the riverside. It's a beautiful day today, it's gorgeous, don't waste it. So I'm here in Rochester and I've been getting on with my life, minding my own business. I'm not answering messages at the moment because I'm not being mucked about with. I don't want to sit and have a conversation with a phone. I want to have a face-to-face conversation with somebody, and if I can't do that, I can just get on with my life by myself, right? That's what I'm doing, and I'm quite happy to do that. Do you see me crying? Do you see me upset? I'm not begging for anything. I've got everything I need in my flat. What I will say is, when I say that I haven't got much money, it doesn't mean that I haven't got food in the fridge and food in the cupboard. I am trying to lose weight. Eating a pizza is not going to help me lose weight. Money, is going to get wasted. I'd rather that money went to charity, to be fair, rather than me going out wasting it. And I've been trying to spend money in like cancer research shops and charity shops rather than wasting it on just high street shops, So around 9:30 I decided to take Max out early. Now I don't normally do that because the field normally does have lots of early morning walkers on there that usually set their dogs running off, and I don't like to be involved in that, so I normally go out between 10:30 and 11:30. But I went out early, I took my bin bag of rubbish, and next door's dachshund barked non-stop at me. And it does make you nervous when you've got a dog but constantly barking. So it was barking and it squeals. Sounds like it's being strangled. So I nearly dropped my keys, opened the bin store, put the rubbish in the bin, and it kept barking, continually barking, until I was out of sight. Right? So my mum rang first thing this morning. I'm not going to let you all listen to the answer phone message because it's irrelevant, and I'm not listening to it, right? I've not listened to it today. Not listened to my mother's message at all. She's rung. I know she's okay, right? As soon as she phones, I've got a dachshund barking at me for about 2 or 3 minutes whilst I'm trying to put rubbish in the bin and walk across the road. Fair enough. A sausage dog, they're called. They're a long dog like a sausage with tiny legs, and they waddle because they can't walk properly. My dog is a Chihuahua, and I know dogs are difficult. My dog barks, but as soon as I hear my dog like barking incessantly, out I go and bring the dog in. So I had 2 or 3 minutes of incessant barking. I goes onto the field, there's people sat on benches, one's got a hood over their head, the usual, and I pass an ambulance. I don't know if COVID's coming back, but underneath my videos is news about COVID. I don't know, I hope we're not going to have another lockdown again, I hope not. So there's an ambulance parked by the travel lodge, and out comes this, she doesn't look like a member of an ambulance crew, she looks like she's walked out of a model agency. Out comes this paramedic with long curly glossy blonde locks down her back. Out comes a male paramedic, and he's eating, he's stuffing his face. So I laugh and smile to myself. There's a white van parked opposite the co-op. and there's a stand advertising a meal deal. Walk past it, go onto the field, no Charlie, good. We don't want any of that, do we? So I started walking Max, and there was people that way, so I don't like confrontation. I don't like my dog incessantly barking at people, so I picked him up, walked past people, walked onto the path, did a TikTok video of a nice couple of boats like a flotilla coming down the Rochester Riverside. So I did a TikTok video with the flotilla of boats, enjoying myself, and there was people everywhere. So I dodged people, did my videos, walked Max. He's curled up tired, he's had a long walk, and I prepared to come back home, and the ambulance had gone. It had gone. They'd gone into the travel lodge, the ambulance crew. So I walked back home, and there was a big, large guy with a baseball cap, really big, stood next to a little skinny, tiny man with a bald head and glasses, little grey bits of a round hair, you know, bald patch hair and a grey round bit like a monk's hairdo, glasses, walking with this massive guy in a baseball cap down the road. And the guy, one of them was saying, walked round the back of the flats, got into the flats, and I could hear the woman with the sausage dog coming down the stairs, and it was squealing. Down the stairs she came. I thought, oh my God, what I'm going to do? So I thought, shall I go out the back door? Shall I go back out the front? And I thought, no, I better quickly get in the lift. The lift was on the ground floor. Press the ground floor button. Out comes the lady with the sausage dog. And this sausage dog is trying to go for the lift while I'm trying to get in it. No word of a lie, I'm fucking pressing that button. Pressing it so this dog don't come in the lift. I turned my back to protect Max. Sounded like it was being strangled. I can't even get in the bloody lift. I was trying to get in the bloody lift to go up to the first floor, and this dog is squealing. No, my dog does it. My dog can do that, but I do apologise to people. I don't let it jump all over people or bark and yelp without apologising. Very often when I first had Max, he would screech at people because dogs are territorial and they're very protective of their owner. So her sausage dog is protecting her, which is fair enough, and I just thought it was quite funny. I was trying to get into the lift before this sausage dog got me. Came upstairs into my flat. I'm here now. I'm about to go and have a shower, and I'm gonna tidy up my flat and clean it. Money doesn't rule my life. I don't get controlled, and I want my freedom. I'm 55 on Wednesday, and I don't need, if I have to go without everything, I will, to fight for my freedom. And I've had a cup of coffee today. I've run out of coffee. I'm not going to go out today to get some more. I'm going to have tea instead, and I've got royal chai tea. I've got about 12 sachets of that. I get money on Thursday, so I've got to go from today to Thursday. I've got a small amount of money which I am saving so that I can get a loaf of bread, and necessities on Wednesday. So I'll probably go out to the shop Wednesday, which is my birthday, to get a loaf of bread and maybe a meal to eat, like a little microwave meal for one, and just carry on as life has always been, really, since I left my ex-husband in 2004. This is what really my life is like. When I split up from my husband, I found myself on my own, banging my head against four walls by myself, with no one and nothing. Right? So my son came down, my second to eldest son came down in 2012, and he has been down here for like 10 years, and he has moved away now. So I used to go out everywhere with him, because he would bang on the door and he would say, "Would you like to come out, Mum?" Now he's gone, it's absolutely nobody. And I'm not meeting blokes for no strings attached sex. That's not me at all. I'd rather go without. Right, so here we are again. I've got no money to go and like these celebrities go out and have birthday bashes. I've been indoors by myself and I'm being exploited. I've helped advertise things. I've advertised the co-op, I've advertised things, and I don't get any money at all. Right? That is the truth. And sometimes, yes, it does annoy me and make me angry. That this is another reason why I'm not answering messages on Flirt Finder. Can you tell me more about yourself? Can you tell me when you're going to meet me for a coffee and I can see you face to face and we can have a real chat? What's so hard about that? If you want to know all about me, why can't you have a chat with me over a coffee? And then I'll go and buy the Sun newspaper. And what I've said to this person on Flirt Finder is in the Sun newspaper. Or the Sun newspaper is taking the piss out of me. I'm an older woman now. I'm 55 on Wednesday. And you've got stockings and suspenders and big tits staring at you. And I'm long past doing that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a sex object. Look at Marilyn Monroe and what happened to her. Women strutting their stuff and taking their clothes off end up dead. She was found nude with pills by her side, because men use you for sex, exploit you, but they don't want to stay with you, do they? And there was some conspiracy theories that Marilyn Monroe was having an affair with John F. Kennedy. And she's found dead with a bottle of pills. So you're either a normal everyday housewife and mother on one scale, and then you're treated like a sex object on the other, and just left when they've used you. Fucked you and fucked off, as I called it at Lansdowne Court. They used to come in, fuck me and fuck off. And then they'd tell me they'd got girlfriends. See you later. And if I don't want to be treated like that anymore, I've got to put a stop to it. And I did in 2017 when I told the guy that was treating me like dog shit that I didn't want to see him anymore. And now I've got drunken, probably his drunken mates, coming down my road swearing underneath my bedroom window. because I had the audacity to speak up for myself and say, I don't want to see you anymore, you treat me like shit. And he was. And if I'm not going back to a person that was taking speed, drugs, smoking, with no hygiene, and not even giving me a toilet roll to wipe myself with. Now, more women need to stop putting up with the treatment they're receiving. You can get by yourself. It is difficult, but you can do it. And I stood up for myself and said, I'm not having this anymore. If a man can't treat me like a woman, then I don't want one at all, thank you. And that's the way it's going to stay. And when I go up to my mum's, right, I'm not an object of humiliation. I don't want to get off with taxi drivers. A taxi is to take me from my place to my mum's, and that's it. So I put a stop to that as well. I've got cat litter, I've got cat food, I've got dog food, I've got food for myself, and I'm going to have a shower and I'm going to watch YouTube. If a decent person wants to take me out for a coffee without fondling my tits, pinching my arse and fucking taking the piss, go ahead and ask. See you later.